Hey guys, HK47 here. Now the basis of why I'm making this right now is straight up a tweet, right? Saw a BlackHeart tweet that Bryan is mad easy. Oh, it's so easy. This blasphemy will not stand. I'm gonna talk some shit, but respect to BlackHeart, right? He used to be a Noctis main from EU, top player for a while now. I actually really like his discussions on stream. He's been on Mike Hollow's streams and just talking about the game. Pretty cool, right? I always like what he has to say. He's never really out of line with anything. But this, we about to talk some shit. Alright. But I'm not here to be an asshole, right? Respect to him. Respect to what he's done in the community. Get on with it. Alright, I already found the beautiful tweet. Bryan's difficulty is overrated, right? So I went through all of the comments, and a lot of people agree with him. But I've been playing Bryan for so long, I really have a great understanding of this character. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I'm gonna explain everything. I literally have everything written out. So I'm gonna be going into depth. We're gonna start off with his strengths, his weaknesses, and the juicy stuff on what makes Bryan actually difficult. And it's not really his execution. It's not really doing Requiem or doing QCB 1. You know, it's not that. So let's get into it. Alright, let's start off with the strengths of Bryan. Bryan excels at the mid-range and destroys people with timing. Quarter circle forward 3 through 4 forward 3. He has some of the strongest homing tools in the game, and his small pokes are not very good, but I listed down 4 here, which tracks a lot, right? Which is super good for Bryan because his tracking on his normal moves like down forward 2, down forward 1 has tracking to one side, and then down 2 also has tracking to only one side. The keep out, boys. So Bryan, I think, has the best keep out in the game right now. He has 3+4, you know, the big boy, counter hit mid, does mad damage, always 50%. Requiem, I mean quarter circle forward 1+2, it's mad good, right? I cannot understate how good this move is. I think it's too good because it has too much tracking to it. I don't know why it has so much, but it is what it is. And QCB 1 for keep out is mad good as well. I would say it's his best or his second best keep out move, just because it's 15 frames, right? If you do it as fast, or 15 or 16 or whatever it is, doesn't matter. But it's so fast, and if you can get somebody's timing, and you're also doing a back sway, so you can counter hit a lot of people doing it. And then orbital is, you know, you can go under lows, or go over lows. And yeah, you can also catch people's jabs, so it's mad good. Has strong options out of his jabs. 1-2-1, 1-2-4 for his heat engaging 10 frame, which is insane. And then he has 1-2-3, which is, I think it's the +2, whatever. All of his strings are delayable. A lot of like down forward 2 and then 3, you can delay it a lot. 1+2 and then 2, you can delay that a lot. Down 2 and then 3. See, I have to mention this because it's a part of his toolkit, because people really don't want to press after blocking down forward 2 or down 2, because they can get counter hit launched, right? So it leaves this mind game where they shouldn't press, and a lot of people don't. So you get like fake frames, so to speak. Again, to Bryan's weaknesses. Bryan is weak against strong jabs and strong small Tekken. He is terrible against characters like Drag, who have like this insane down forward 1. This poking, which is just, in my opinion, kind of overdeveloped right now. His mix is just like mad good. But yeah, Bryan gets absolutely smoked by like characters like Reina, who just have like, you know, that movement, the jab, and that down forward 1. Bryan jabs are weak. The amount of times where like I've sidestepped like a heat smash even, right? And I'll try to jab him and it just completely whiffs. I'm just like, it's Bryan jabs for you. I think Bryan and Kazuya have the worst jabs in the game. They're pretty terrible. Bryan has a bad sidestep because he's wide, he's big. Alright. get into the juicy stuff. Why I think he's actually hard. And it has everything to do with his plus frames. Being effective with Bryan's plus frames is extremely tough, and I'll state this over and over again. Bryan is an information-based character. I'm going to go into specific situations that Bryan players put you in over and over again. Let's say Bryan 10 frame punishes you with 1-4, and now he's plus 4. Best option is to actually single jab or down 4, which can get counter hit by jabs, but it still has good tracking. Right? I've watched so many high-level Bryans do this, such as knee and low high, just to make sure they are respecting you while gauging information. The information you are gathering is, are they mashing? Which side are they sidestepping? Right? Because certain buttons track to certain sides. You can also do, like, let's say they're stepping you towards Bryan's left. You can do down 2, but you don't really have a good option if they sidestep you right and you're plus 4. Now you could do jet upper, but it will actually whiff on a lot of characters. You have to actually look at the options they're using and see and understand what you're supposed to be doing. Can I counter hit that? Can I track them? You know, are they side walking? There's so much stuff you have to worry about as a Bryan player when you have like plus 4. In each situation, you need a different answer. And if the opponent is mixing up these 3 options, then you better make the correct read, because they will destroy you for making bad decisions. Will get counter hit jabbed. They will sidestep you to the right if you are careless, and if you're not properly using your homing tools. Almost the same exact thing with hatchet kick. Now at plus 5, chopping with down 2 is extremely good because it doesn't trade with jabs anymore. Can be sidestep left. Down 4 is a better option because it trades with jabs and tracks both sides. Now, even though he has one more plus frame, right? Even being at plus 5, nothing has really changed. The Bryan player still needs to decide when to do, you know, his great homing tools of 1+2/2, frame trap with either down 2 or jet upper. Or if they're respecting you, you know, you could do something like back 1 or do QCB 1 to get some more plus frames going. Or hatchet again. I hope I've got my point across. Well, Bryan is about making hard reads and gathering information on your opponent and seeing what he's using. So timing is extremely important for, I think, every single character in Tekken 8 now. Timing of mix-ups is huge in this game. You know, if like Akazi is always doing the same amount of wave dashes and doing hell sweep or forward 4-3, most people can actually block it. So I think it's extremely important. Delaying heat burst or heat smash, so it's actually tracking. I think everyone has gotten smoked by this shit. Just like, oh, they delay it 2 frames, and then you get smacked around. Making the opponent uncomfortable with movement and timing. And changing ranges. So like a lot of characters, you know, Law comes to mind where you can kind of get out of his range and then, you know, do 3+4. Bryan is the #1 character when it comes to timing buttons, but it's easier said than done. I think quarter circle forward 3 is the best timing button in the game. I'm going to forever gossip this move. This move is insane. I don't see enough Bryan players actually using it. Please use it. Please use it. Comes to high level gameplay. Bryan will see and understand your timing and uses keep out to counter hit you. Everyone understands this, but what everyone doesn't understand is that you can always change up your timing, which I think is very interesting. I've run against so many people that, you know, they would have super obvious timing, right? And in just one round, they would just destroy me because they're changing up their timing constantly. You know, they would dash in, do nothing, right? And then it's up to me to like find their timing again. You know, it's not a very simple thing to do. And let's say you miss time 3+4, right? The Bryan player dies. Say they miss time a QCB 1 or it gets ducked, they die. And I mentioned forward 4 mock kick here. You can easily get this outspaced. I've kind of learned, especially in this move, that this just gets evaded a lot, right? And it's pretty slow. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people could just backdash out of their range of mock kick. But maybe I'm just being biased. I absolutely have to mention knee here, because I've watched so much of his gameplay to get better and to understand Bryan. Now, he's like the only player that's actually bringing Bryan out to these tourneys and doing well with them, which is super fucking hype. But man, I think I'm starting to understand. You know, I started playing in tourneys a little bit, not competing offline, not really. But yeah, 1st to 2 with this character, bro. My God. Okay, anyways. Talking about knee here. I feel like he did not have a hard time adapting to T8, but adapting to Bryan. I really do think that, especially from T7 to now, right, to T8. Bryan is very, very changed as a character and what you have to do for your plus frames. He's bad in tourney. I understand that he's a specialist character. This is absolutely a specialist character. Nobody will ever drop Dragunov to pick up Bryan because that's fucking stupid. And I understand that BlackHeart is actually saying, well, Bryan's easier than what everyone is saying. Well, he's definitely fucking not. It's just, it's not the case. It doesn't make sense to me. Why aren't people picking up Bryan? It was actually a lot of fun making, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, some closing remarks. I did not make this video to be a hater of BlackHeart. So I'm definitely an asshole here. I wrote a little thing over here, but I come from being a Bryan main for 5 years, and I truly understand this character. Not to be an asshole, but I'm extremely informed and study the highest level of Bryan gameplay. He will remain top 2 difficulty unless someone can explain to me why he is so easy. Because I must have missed something in the 5 years of me playing him. And it's super easy to get tilted and be like, oh, well, this character is so easy. This character is so easy. He's just blindly throwing out QCB1 and just, fucking owning all of my offense. I don't think this character is very complicated to play against. I don't think so. Still, you can still operate with the same game plan you could in 7 when you're playing against him, which is, I don't really want to press too many buttons. I want to change up my timing, and I want to jab the shit out of him because he's super weak to small Tekken. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I actually had a lot of fun making this, so yeah, thank you guys. Later.